everyone. Welcome to another week. So this week on the blog, we actually have an anonymous investor spotlight. It's actually one of our friends who started investing in Indianapolis maybe about 3 years ago now. And it kind of tells her story, and she's had a lot of success there. And she's actually pulling a lot of her money out of her properties now 3 years later and using it to reinvest and buy more. So it's a pretty exciting story.
Yeah. So on the podcast, we each actually did 3 takeaways from our 2020 year in review. And so I did it from the perspective of our real estate portfolio, and Leti talked about our SRMD business.
Yeah, that was a really fun one because we each brought 3. We didn't know what the other ones was going to be. And so it was really fun to kind of share what our takeaways were.
Yep.
And then from SRMD side, we're actually working on our logo, which has really, really been fun. We're building a new website, hopefully out in late February. And so we're picking logo. We got some photos. We're working on our colors. It's really, really fun. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing going on in SRMD is that I'm working on my WCI presentation. So right. A White Coat Investor has a conference in early March, I think maybe the 3rd and 4th of March. And I'll be presenting. And so I've got to finish my presentation this week. And so that's what I'm going to be working on hardcore.
Yeah. All right. And then in terms of our real estate portfolio, the couple big pieces of news. One is that our refinances for our short-term rental, as well as another property in north of Seattle, our refinances looks like they're going through. We got our appraisals back, which the appraisals came back right where we needed them to be. And so we'll be getting our money out of the short-term rental so we can reinvest.
And that took a long time.
Oh yeah, it took about 4 months, I think it was, for the refinance. So I mean, I think it's just expect that it can take that long for your refinance. So don't expect the usual kind of 30 to 60 days that we had pre-COVID. And then the other big piece of news was that our short plat for our property up north came back. And so for those who don't know, there's actually a deal of the week where we talk about this. We bought a single family home, but it was on an acre plot, and we're subdividing it into 4 parcels. And so it took a really long time. It's been about 18 months, but it finally got approved. And so then I think we're now going to start looking at moving forward and taking the next step in terms of developing it.
And then in our personal life, we are going to Hawaii this week, which is great. We're going to spend the entire month there. And it's so timely that actually our friend Peter Kim sent us a picture last night for a book he's reading called Die with Zero. And it's basically about how your health is declining, but your wealth is increasing. And how most people, are waiting till they're 65. And at that point, their wealth is high enough, but their health is low to really enjoy their lives. And it's really about starting to live the life you want earlier while you still have the health to support that. So I thought it was really just very timely to hear that, because one of the decisions that led us to spend the month of February in Hawaii was just really thinking about how the experiences we're making now and the money we're spending on those are so much more important to our family, to our kids, than, it would be spending this money 20 years from now.
Yeah, I think the thing that got me was you asked me, okay, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, are you going to remember what we did in February if we just stay put? Or are you going to remember what we did in February of 2021 if we go to Hawaii? And I said, okay, that's reason enough. So yeah, and there were other reasons, but that was kind of I think that was the winning argument, because I was the one resisting it. But ultimately, and I just hear so many people say, they're always kind of waiting, and they want to do X, Y, and Z, but they're just kind of waiting to do that. But in reality, if you actually really look at what they're waiting to do, they can actually do those things right now. So something to think about.
Deep thoughts for the week.
That's right. Okay.
Have a nice week, everyone.